Pulling it all together, creating an integrated digital strategy. When you first dip your toes into digital marketing, whether by fiddling with SEO keywords, firing up a PPC campaign, or posting your first video, you probably felt like you were juggling flaming torches. One wrong move and you're not only dropping metrics, but getting scorched by wasted budget and missed opportunities. That's exactly why this module exists, to help you stop the circus act and turn your tactics into a finely tuned machine that actually moves the needle. Over the last 6 modules, you've learned the strengths and quirks of each channel, how SEO sets the foundation for discoverability, how PPC gives you instant visibility, or somewhat instant, how organic social nurtures a community, how paid social ramps up reach, and how video marketing delivers both emotion and proof. But if you run each in its own silo, your prospects will bounce around confused. Maybe they saw your ad, maybe they watched your video, maybe they clicked an organic post, but none of it led to action. What you need now is integration, a way to ensure every piece of content and every ad is part of one cohesive journey that guides your audience step by step from curious onlookers to loyal customers. Why integration isn't optional. Imagine sending someone to your website after they've watched your explainer video, but the landing page copy talks only about features without matching the energy of what was promised in that video. Or worse, you hit them with a discount that undercuts the value proposition you've painstakingly built in your long-form blog. Disjointed experiences breed confusion, and in the digital world, confusion kills conversions. Integration makes your brand feel reliable, confident, and consistent. It tells prospects that wherever they encounter you online, they'll see the same promise, the same tone, the same roadmap to the next step. Weaving channels into a unified journey. Start by mapping the typical journey your ideal customer takes. Let's use a service-based business example, say a premium home organization consultancy, but you can swap in any product or service. First, think of the moment of inspiration. Perhaps the homeowner scrolls back a slick Instagram reel showing a chaotic pantry transformed into a minimalist haven. That reel catches their eye and they tap to learn more. Now you have a foot in the door. At this awareness stage, your job is simply to be seen and remembered. The content here should be crisp, an enticing headline, a clear visual hook, a hint at the transformation you can deliver. It doesn't have to close the deal, just promise a payoff worth exploring. Now, once the homeowner visits your website, maybe a landing page on a blog post titled 5 Pantry Hacks That Will Change Your Mornings Forever. You need SEO optimized copy that not only educates but also showcases your unique approach. Sprinkle in a few case studies. Show before and after photos that end with a suggestion to download our ultimate pantry checklist in exchange for an email address. That's your mid-funnel magnet. Valuable content that reinforces the promise they saw on social and gives you permission to keep talking to them. Next comes retargeting, because only a small percentage of people convert on their first visit. You'll leverage PPC or paid social to remind them who you are. The ad might say, "Still dreaming of an Instagram-worthy pantry? Get 10% off your first session when you download our checklist." Notice how every message echoes the same benefit, the dream pantry, while nudging them towards action. By now, they've seen your video, read your blog, and received a social ad. The pathway is clear. Finally, when they click through that retargeting ad and you land them on a dedicated page with testimonials, pricing tiers, and a big, bold book your consultation button, no distractions, no irrelevant menus, just the promise they first saw, backed by social proof and paired with a frictionless way to book. That's bottom funnel integration in action. Anchoring your brand across touchpoints. You can't overstate the importance of consistency. If your Instagram caption feels cheeky and playful, but your landing page reads like a 1990s corporate brochure, you'll lose trust. Define 3 brand elements: visual style, tone of voice, and core promise, and apply them everywhere. For visuals, pick a color palette and stick to it in videos, ads, and web design. For tone, decide if you're a no-nonsense friend who tells it like it is, or the empathetic coach who cheers them from the sidelines. And never flip-flop. For your promise, choose one key benefit, for example, stress-free mornings, 30-minute garage makeovers, or pain-free webinar setups, and weave it into the headlines, scripts, and ad copy. Here's how that consistency plays out in practice. SEO content begins with an H1 that mirrors the headline you used in paid search ads. Social graphics use the same typeface and filters as your website banners. Video lower thirds display your logo in the same spot with the same animation style as the watermark on your Facebook ads. Email subject lines echo the phrasing that you've used in your last blog post, reinforcing familiarity. When every channel whispers the same message, prospects don't wonder if they've landed in the right place. They feel like they're progressing through a single, coherent story. Measuring the harmonized effort. Integrated strategy without measurement is like cooking without tasting. You need to know what's oversalted and what's undercooked. Set up tracking from day one. Google Analytics 4, social pixels, UTM parameters on every link and conversion event for every campaign. And meaningful action. Form fills, video completions, click-to-calls, whatever moves your business forward. But don't drown in data. Focus on 3 integrated metrics. Assisted conversions. See which channels play supporting roles in conversions. Maybe SEO drives 40% of your leads directly, but paid social assists in 60% of those journeys. That indicates you should keep fueling both engines. Cost per acquisition by channel. Include organic social cost in time and creative resources. If SEO is low cost and high return, double down on content. If your PPC is bleeding budget with little return, pause it and re-examine your keywords or add creative. Engagement depth across touchpoints. Track how users move from video to blog to landing page. Do they watch your entire explainer video? Do they scroll halfway down your guide? If engagement drops off at a certain point, that's your cue to rewrite or redesign. Review these metrics weekly for quick course corrections and dive deeper each month to spot trends. Every quarter, gather your team, present the data, celebrate the wins, and ruthlessly prune what isn't working. Where AI fits in. Smarter analysis and guided content creation. You might think AI is just for generating boilerplate copy, but in an integrated strategy, it's both your backstage analyst and your creative sidekick when you guide it wisely. 1. AI-driven campaign analysis. Modern AI tools can sift through mountains of performance data across all your channels, Google Ads, social platforms, website analytics, and surface insights you may miss staring at a spreadsheet. Want to know which combination of keywords, ad creatives, and posting time yielded the highest engagement? AI can run that correlation in seconds, flag underperformers, and even suggest budget reallocation. The result? You spend less time wrangling Excel and more time executing high-impact tests. 2. Human-guided AI content production. AI copy generators have gotten impressively good at drafting headlines, social captions, and even video scripts. But left to their own devices, they'll default to generic cliches. Your job is to prompt the AI with your brand's distinctive tone. Snarky, slightly divisive, but always helpful. Feed it key talking points, your core promise, campaign theme, or funnel stage. And then refine its output. Use AI to blast through first drafts, titles, meta descriptions, ad variations, then apply your human judgment to inject wit, personality, and specificity only you can provide. 3. Workflow integration. Monthly performance reviews. Let AI generate insights summaries that highlight shifts in channel performance, then discuss its recommendations in your team meeting. Content calendars. Use AI to draft month-ahead social post outlines based on your funnel map. Then customize each post for voice and visuals. A/B test ideas. Ask AI to propose 5 to 10 alternative headlines or CTAs or calls to action for your landing page. Then put the best variants through usual testing protocols. By combining AI's data crunching power with your strategic oversight and brand expertise, you'll sharpen every element of your integrated strategy faster, smarter, and with just enough human flair to keep your audience engaged. Scaling your integrated strategy. Once you've proven the loop, awareness content feeding SEO traffic, SEO nurturing audiences for PPC, PPC closing deals, and video seasoning every step, You can scale. Allocate more budget to high-performing channels, repurpose top-performing blog posts into infographics or slide-share decks, and test new formats like interactive quizzes or live webinars to see how they slot into your funnel. A word of caution: growth can create complexity. As you add new regions, languages, or products, revisit your core brand elements and journey map. Localize messaging where needed, but mirror your overarching framework. If you slap together new regional landing pages without integrating into your email nurture or retargeting pools, you'll end up with regional silos instead of a unified global machine. So here are 5 practical steps to get started today. Audit your channels in one sitting. Open up your SEO reports, your ad dashboards, and your social feeds. Note any glaring inconsistencies in messaging or branding. Create a one-page journey map. Sketch out awareness, consideration, and conversion touchpoints with associated content and channels. Highlight any gaps. Maybe you have video but no retargeting ads, or PPC but no landing page follow-through. Set up a shared dashboard, whether it's Data Studio, Tableau, or a simple Google Sheet. Compile your key metrics so everyone sees the same numbers in real time. Run a mini integrated campaign. Pick a single promotion, a seasonal offer, a new product launch, or a webinar, and push it through every channel in your map. Track performance rigorously. Then refine. Document and refine. After 2 weeks, review what worked and what didn't. Update your brand guide, journey map, and budget allocation accordingly. So here's the final note. Putting all these pieces together isn't glamorous work. It's the behind-the-scenes grunt labor that distinguishes amateurs from the pros. But when you nail integration, you stop leaking leads at every funnel stage. You start delivering consistent, predictable growth. Every touch point reinforces the one before it, building trust and nudging prospects closer to your ultimate goal, whether that's a sale, a sign-up, or a franchise application. So resist the urge to chase the next shiny tactic. Instead, master the ones you already have by weaving them into a holistic strategy that your team can understand, replicate, and optimize indefinitely. That's how you transform digital marketing from a ragtag assortment of tools into a precision instrument for business growth. So, onward to Module 8, where we'll break down tracking and reporting and analytics so you can translate data into dollars with surgical precision. You've earned this moment. Take a breath, review your integrated map, and get ready to outperform every half-baked strategy out there. Now, if you're tired of juggling half-baked tactics and wondering why none of them move the needle, download our free integrated digital strategy blueprint to get the only roadmap you'll ever need to turn random clicks into reliable customers. No fluff, just a step-by-step playbook to unite your SEO, PPC, social, video, and AI smarts into one unstoppable growth engine. Click the link on this page